How's it? Today is Wednesday, August 10th. It is a clean and jerk day, and today was absolutely terrible. It says here power clean, hang power clean, power jerk. 1 plus 3 plus 1 at 100. 5 sets of that shit. That's how many I did today. Did you guess zero? I guessed zero. I know I did zero. It went exactly how I imagined it would from last week. So last week 95 was hard, and I was worried about 100 today from last week. And I was right to be worried. It just didn't feel like I was strong enough to really even touch 100. Power cleans themselves are super easy, but the hang powers are just absolutely atrocious. I don't know where I'm going from here. I talked to Steve about it, or I texted him about it, and then he said we'll talk on the phone tomorrow to figure out what we'll do moving forward. But as it stands, I could not do this to save my life. I think also one thing was kind of weird was my right hip felt like a sharp pain, like not a pain, but like a pressure, like something that like needed to be cracked, like in my hip, like deep in my right hip, and I don't know if that's from squatting yesterday. I don't think so. It didn't feel like that was coming from squatting. It may have been from me sleeping kind of weirdly. I don't know. It kind of didn't go away until I started doing pulls. So that's something that I need to really address and think about. Um, as far as like my cleans today, I was able to power clean pretty well. So after I missed my sets for the hang powers, I felt a little bit of pain in my upper back, by the way. So that's not a great sign. But after these sets for the hang or the failed sets at hang powering, I ended up trying to just do one set of four for the power clean plus power jerk. I was able to do it. This is my last warm up, by the way. I was able to do it, and it just was just I don't know, like it didn't feel like I would even come close to power or hang power cleaning it even twice. You'll see what happens. So I do a bunch of attempts. I do 3 attempts essentially. Um, and it's not like in my hip that pain that I was talking about. It's not my hip that's limiting me. It's not really my upper back, the pain that I talked about. That's not limiting me either. It's just like I don't feel strong. So here I am debating on whether or not I should even attempt to go for a second hang clean, and then if not, I was gonna go for a jerk, but I just stood there for too long. This one, I do a power, a hang power, and then like a full clean, and then a power jerk. It was not intentional for me to hang full clean, but that hang power clean right there didn't look very hard, but it took so much out of me. And yeah, I was like, nope, this isn't happening. Um, at that moment, I was like, well, prior to this set, I was like, okay, if I can just get one set of what the complex calls for. So if I could get a power clean plus 3 hang power cleans plus the power jerk, just one set, I would be good. I would be happy with today. I would be satisfied with how it went. That, however, was not feasible, was not possible. This one, I do this here, and that was pretty challenging. So I go down for my third rep here, and I'm just like, I can't even get my upper back tight. Um, just exceedingly frustrated. So this is my attempt to just power clean this 4 times. This video is a minute 30, so this set took a minute 30. I am happy I was able to do it though. these first two power cleans, of course, are a little bit easier than the last two. And my power jerk, honestly, surprisingly well. It went straight up. Happy with how that felt, to be honest. And at this point, like my upper back is giving me a little bit of pain, but it's definitely not the same amount of pain that it was from the hang power cleans. So I don't know if that's like a positioning thing that I have kind of relied upon, where it's like I go a little bit further back on either of these. I don't know which one it is. I haven't really looked at it closely, but it kind of forces my upper body to be in a position that hurts a little bit more on the hang bar clean. So yeah, super happy with how that felt, to be honest. That power jerk, not the whole set. The whole set was just um, you know, death. After that, I moved into my clean pulls here. It's just 5 kilos up from last week, and I needed to make sure that I actually extended through my legs and my hips. Whereas last week, I would end up just leaning back and then pulling my arms up. Those are two very different, I guess, overall sensations. Some of these I do end up extending with my legs and my hips. Some of them I am so tired where I end up just leaning back. But I mean, I know what the difference is. And I know how that feels. So that was important to me. Another note about today's training was I had the shirt on because I wanted to see if the presence of fabric on my shoulders would help my clean, like help catching the clean. Because normally when I train, I don't train with the shirt on, and so I get sweaty, and then the bar may slide a little bit more than otherwise. And I don't know if it really helped today. I couldn't really tell. Like my shit was just really difficult overall. So I don't know. Maybe it would have been even harder with no shirt. Who knows? Maybe it was harder with the shirt. I don't know. I really can't tell you. But I will try it out further in the future. I think it's actually more pertinent today because my amount of reps like onto my shoulders was a lot. So the more sweaty the bar is, of course, the more slippery it is. So maybe it did help today. Again, I can't say for sure. After my pulls, I do my Penley rows, and then I also do all of my sets for the overhead walk. So I do all my sets for Penley rows and all my sets for the dumbbell overhead walk, despite my shoulder being a little bit off from yesterday. Um, I'm very proud of myself. Um, Becca, I thank you for holding me accountable, and I thank you for being proud of me too. Um, but not much else to say about today. Um, I hope you're smiling. Thank you for watching. Shoots.